So it's good to see you all. Today we're going to work on releasing any low back pain. I don't know if you guys sit all the time. I certainly sit all day long and for work, and it really does create some sort of compression in the low back. So today we're going to be working on forward folds and twists and things to alleviate some of that stress in the low back area. So we're actually going to come onto our backs. Come into constructive rest with the soles of the feet on the mat and the knees bent. And give yourself a few moments here. If the sun's not directly in your eyes, maybe keep the eyes open. And just begin to slow the breath down. Just drop into your mat. Let it all go. Slow and steady breath in through the nose. Slow and steady breath out the nose. Maybe the hands come onto the belly or the heart or alongside the body. Feel the expansion of the belly on the inhalation. And feel the entire body just drop down further, releasing on the exhalation. 2 more. Last one, take a really big breath in. This time side out the mouth. Bring your hands to the bony points on the top of your pelvis and reach those up towards the belly button. So you'll feel the low back flatten on the mat. Keep that. It also engages the low belly, so keep that there. Bring the right knee in towards your chest. Flex the foot. Take an inhale. And on the exhalation, cross that right foot over the left knee, creating a figure 4 shape. One more breath here. And on the next inhale, bring the entire shape towards you, threading your hands in through the opening and clasping behind your left thigh or your shin. And with that right elbow, just gently press the right knee away just a little bit. You'll start to feel a little sensation there in the back of that right thigh. That's good. Pain is not good. Sensation is okay. And then maybe sway here side to side a little bit. See how it changes the feeling and the sensation in that hip area. Maybe bring the shape a little bit closer to you. Make sure that the ankle crosses the knee completely. Both feet are flexed. Another inhale. And as you exhale, uncross that ankle and bring both knees in towards your chest. So hug both knees in, head and shoulders are on the mat, and take a little sway side to side, massaging the low back here. Coming back through center, keep the left knee where it is, drop the right foot on the mat. Inhale. This time as you exhale, cross the left foot over the right. And give yourself a moment here first, pressing that left thigh away from the body. On the inhalation, go ahead and bring the entire shape towards you, threading behind the right thigh. And if you have any difficulties with your knees, this is as far as you can go, or you can just leave that right foot on the ground. Otherwise, if it feels okay, maybe bring the shape a little bit closer towards you, continuing to press that thigh, that left knee away from the body. Staying in stillness or sliding or swinging side to side. Big inhale. Smooth exhale. One more. Good. And on the exhalation, both knees come back in towards your chest. Inhale. As you exhale, straighten both of the legs up towards the sky. Wow, no ceiling today, the sky. Spread the toes, legs are straight. Bring both hands behind your head, so you're going to cradle your head with your hands. Lift the head and shoulders up off of the mat. Keep the low belly engaged. This time, slowly lower that right foot down to a hover. So another way to really protect the low back and work on releasing low back pain is to strengthen the core. Inhale, bring that right leg back up to meet the left. As you exhale, bring the left leg straight down, hover. Head and shoulders are lifted. Inhale. And exhale, release the head down, bring the knees in, shake that out a little bit. Come through center, extend both legs straight. This time, bring both of your arms straight out in front of you, palms face each other, so they're alongside your legs. Yep. Lift the head and shoulders, glue the legs together. Inhale. As you exhale, lower the legs about 30% down. Lower another 30. This time, hover. Keep breathing, don't hold the breath, big inhale. And as you exhale, legs come back in, knees in towards the chest, relax, sway. And forget that happened. Roll over to any side, come into a fetal position. And then press yourself up to sit with both of your hands. Here we go. Come to sit on your mat with your legs extended. Spread the toes. Press through the heels. At the same time, you're pressing through the ball of the foot. So imagine that you want to put an imprint if there was something in front of you. Spin the thighs in towards each other. Big inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, slowly fold forward. And the object of this pose is not to reach your head down, force your body into this folded position. It's really to just elongate the backs of the legs. The hamstrings are also, tight hamstrings are also a low back pain culprit. As you reach forward with the crown of the head, it's almost like you're bringing your heart towards your toes. Maybe bend the knees a little bit. Inhale, grow long. And exhale, release. One more time, big breath in. And on the exhalation, real slow, one vertebrae at a time, just roll yourself up. Bend the right knee, plant the foot on the mat. Inhale, reach up, look up, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, twist to the right, hugging that right knee in. There we go. You can hug the knee in. You can maybe put the elbow on the outside of the knee, whatever feels okay, whatever your body's allowing you to do this morning. Twists are also really, really good for a number of reasons. They twist out all the toxins in your internal organs. They're also wonderful for releasing low back pain. With every inhale, grow nice and long in the spine. And with every exhale, twist. That extended leg, toes are pointing up towards the sky, not the ceiling. There we go. Big breath in. Smooth breath out. Inhale to unwind. Reach the arms up. And take a counter twist to the left. As you exhale, left hand comes down behind you as that elbow's on the inside of the knee. Inhale, back to center, reach the arms up. Exhale, release the hands alongside the body. And now drop that right knee down. You could use a block or a book or whatever you have at home. Place that under the knee. And make sure that you're moving the flesh of your buttocks out of the way here so that you're sitting on the bony parts of your pelvis there. So big breath in, inhale, face that extended leg, face your left leg, and on the exhalation, go ahead and fold forward. Same way that we did when both legs were straight. So the goal here is not to try and get your head down to your knee. The goal is to grow long in the spine. So if you start to round the spine, come up a little higher. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the right hand on the outside of that left foot. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, take a twist to the left. You can keep your left hand on your waist if you like, or maybe extend it up towards the sky. Keep the low belly engaged. Big breath in. Smooth breath out. Inhale to unwind. And then exhale nice and slow, roll up. Extend both legs. And bend the left knee. Plant that left foot firmly on the ground. As you inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, take a twist to the left. Left hand drops down behind you. Right hand is hugging that left knee in. And make sure that extended leg is active, so you're still pressing through the heel, the toes are spread, they're pointing up towards the sky. Inhale, grow long, and exhale, twist. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, unwind, arms up, and as you exhale, counter twist to the right. So that left knee, keep it facing up towards the sky. That's it. Yep. Inhale. And exhale. What a beautiful day. One more breath in. And on the exhalation, unwind. And drop that left knee down. Again, you can use a block underneath for stability. Make sure that extended leg is still active. Breathe in, raise the hands up towards the sky. And on the exhalation, go ahead, fold forward over that extended leg, the right leg. Long in the spine as opposed to rounding. I already feel that in my low back right there. Big breath in. Smooth breath out. Bring the left hand on the outside of the foot or the thigh, the calf. Inhale. And as you exhale, twist right, either reaching that right arm up or keeping the hand on your hip. Yep, that's it. So it's an opposite twist. Inhale. Exhale, unravel. You're back into that forward fold. Take another inhalation. And on the exhalation, go ahead, roll yourself up. Come onto all fours. Plant your feet down on the mat, spread your toes. The knees are under your hips. The wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. Both your feet, your fingers are spread and your toes are spread. As you inhale, drop the belly, pull the chest forward, lift the gaze, come into your cow pose. Take a breath here. Don't hold the breath. Keep it moving. Inhale. And as you exhale, press into the palms to curve the spine, tuck the chin, look down, look towards your belly button or in between your thighs. Hold here for a breath. And then on the next inhalation, drop the belly, pull the chest forward, and go ahead and move through cat-cow on your own time, nice and slow, using the breath. And if you want to pause in between any of those two poses, you're more than welcome.
We always seem to do these two poses connected together, but they're two separate poses. Your cat pose with your spine curved, and your cow pose, which is more of a back bend. Let the breath and the hips guide the movement. So begin the breath before you begin moving. The hips move first, the rest of the body follows. Take one more round. And then come back to the center, come back to your tabletop. Pull that low belly in so that you flatten the low back slightly. Reach the right arm straight out to the right, up, look at the thumb. And on the exhale, go ahead, thread that right arm underneath the left. Lower the shoulder and the head down to the mat for thread the needle. And you can extend that top arm straight forward on the mat. You can have it meet the right hand. You can take a half bind. Or you could just plant the hand right in front of your face to help yourself twist a little bit more, pressing into the left hand. Big breath in, smooth breath out. On the inhalation, plant that left hand down, press up. Same way you came in, come out, and then plant that right hand down. This time, reach the left arm straight out to the left, up towards the sky. And on the exhale, thread that arm underneath. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Inhale and exhale. And on the next inhale, go ahead, press into the right hand, come out of the pose, same way you came in, reach that left arm up, and then lower that left hand down. Bring the big toes to touch, spread the knees wide, sink the hips down towards the heels, and reach the hands forward, come into your child's pose. Make this an active child's pose, so the arms are reaching straight forward, the elbows are lifting up off of the mat. And spread the knees wide enough so that there's some space for the torso to come down in between. You could also place a block under the forehead. Take a few breaths here. Maybe moving the head side to side or the hip side to side. Open the hands so they're at least shoulder width or wider. Give your shoulders a little space. Your shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale here. Take another inhale. And on the exhalation, tuck the toes, come into downward facing dog. And start with bent knees. As you try to reach the chest towards the thighs, keep the spine long, spread the fingers. If you have any wrist sensitivity, you can place your hands on blocks to take some of the weight off of your hands. And then go ahead and straighten one leg first. Take a little twist in the opposite direction. Doesn't matter which one. And then bend that knee once again and straighten the other leg as you twist in the other direction. So you're twisting towards the right, towards the straight leg. Do that one more time each side. So Bend one knee, twist to the other direction. That's it. And then the other. Come back through to stillness. Reach the hips up and back. Big breath in. Smooth breath out. Drop down to the knees. Bring the big toes to touch. Take another child's pose, but this time sweep the hands behind you, palms facing up. And if you can reach your heels, maybe grab your heels a little bit and create a little more traction in the spine by pulling on them just slightly. Inhale and exhale. Sweep the arms forward once again. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, pull forward to plank. So in plank, just like when you're in your tabletop, the wrists are directly under the shoulders and you're looking forward on your mat at the front edge of your mat. Pull the low belly in, reach the tailbone towards the heels, press the heels back. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, pull forward to plank. Imagine that you're like the plank of wood you're actually practicing on right now. Big inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one, inhale, pull forward to plank. Knees up or down, come forward on the toes, pin the elbows in, and lower down, chaturanga. Plant the hands right alongside the low ribs, your lowest rib. That's it. Elbows pinning in towards each other. Grow nice and long in the legs. Press the feet down. And on an inhale, lift the chest forward and up, low cobra. Try to keep the chin in towards the chest. So you want the neck to be an extension of the spine. Big breath in. And exhale, release down. Again, press into the feet. The knees are lifting off the mat. Inhale, low cobra. This time as you exhale, slide the forearms down on the mat. Come into Sphinx. So bring the elbows directly underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers. You're still pressing into the tops of the feet. And create the traction here in order to bring your chest forward. Pull the hands back, but they're not really moving, right? It's like an isometric movement. Pull the hands back, the chest comes forward, look straight ahead. Big breath in. Smooth breath out. You can stay here, or maybe straighten the arms, coming into a little bit higher back bend. If this is too much on the low back, then stay where you are. Inhale. And exhale back into Sphinx. We'll do that a few times if it works for the body. Otherwise, just keep working on your Sphinx pose. Inhale, roll up. And exhale, release. Keep going. Just do like 2 more. And then come back to stillness. Bring your left forearm so it's parallel with the front edge of your mat. Elbows directly underneath the shoulder. Bend the right knee. Reach back and see if you can clasp that foot. If you can't clasp the foot, don't even stress. Just this action is where we want to go. So if you can, have the foot or the ankle in your hand. On the inhale, you're pressing into the forearm and into the hand, the left hand, lifting the chest up, lifting that leg up, and you're pressing the foot into the hand. Does that make sense? Is that clear? Okay, sort of. So this action, right, you're pressing into your hand is also helping the chest lift. Inhale.
and then switch sides. So right forearm is parallel to the front edge of your mat. Bend the left knee. On the inhalation, lift up. So you're lifting up the chest and you're lifting up, so try to get the thigh off of the mat. Yeah, that's it. Press the foot into the hand. Big breath in. Smooth breath out, release. Bring your hands on bring your forehead onto your hands. And then just sway the hips side to side a little bit. Slide the hands back alongside the low ribs and set up for either low cobra or upward facing dog. Long legs, plant the tops of the feet down. Inhale into your baby cobra or straighten the arms coming into upward facing. Big breath in here. Smooth breath out. One more inhale. In your up dog, everything is lifted off the mat except the hands and the feet as you exhale, down dog. Take a few breaths here in your down dog. Say hi to the little friends crawling on your mat and on your arms. Come high on the balls of the feet, bend the knees, look forward, and on the exhalation, go ahead and walk all the way to the top of the mat. Keep the knees bent as much as you need to so that your chest, your stomach is laying on your thighs, and then grab onto elbows. Staying here or swaying side to side a little bit. If you can, maybe begin to straighten the legs just slightly. And then release the hands down alongside the feet. If you have blocks, place your hands on blocks. As you inhale, come up halfway. Keep the legs straight. Straighten the back, so flat back. Hips are over the heels. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. You also have the option of planting your hands on your shins, right? Shoulders away from the ears, crown of the head moving forward. Inhale, and exhale, release down. Press into the feet, bend the knees on the inhalation, reach the arms up, come up. Palms touch, exhale, hands come down in front of the heart. And we'll begin with our sun salutations. If you want to use your blocks, you can. Otherwise, you can put them off to the side. When we step back to plank, make sure that the hands are on the mat. Come into your Tadasana, spread the toes. Take a moment here. And begin again. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the gaze. As you exhale, swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Bend the knees on the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, step back to plank. Take an inhale and plank, knees up or down. Look forward, come onto the toes, pin the elbows in, lower down. Halfway if you're doing upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. 3 long and deep breaths here. Follow the cadence of your breath, almost like you're fogging up a mirror, a slight constriction of the throat for your victorious breath, your Ujjayi breath. It's what keeps you going through class. Come high on the balls of the feet, bend the knees, inhale. Bottom of the exhale, make your way forward. Inhale, come up halfway, plant the hands, shoulders out of the ears. Exhale, release down. Sweep up, inhale, lift up. And exhale, Tadasana. Begin again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale to plank. Big inhale here, look forward, come forward. As you exhale, either lower all the way down or halfway for your upward facing. So your choice. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Bottom of the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and come forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Press into the feet as you inhale, lift up. And exhale, Tadasana. Last one, here we go. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees on the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, plant the hands. And as you exhale, step back to plank pose. Take an inhale here, look forward, come forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale into your back bend of choice. And then as you exhale, come back to down dog. We'll take 5 breaths here or in child's pose. If you're in down dog, keep lifting the hips up and back. If you can see your inner ankles, just turn them out slightly so they're tracking behind the second toe. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Come high on the balls of the feet, bend the knees, lift the gaze. Walk forward. Inhale halfway. And exhale, release down. Root down to rise, press into the feet. Inhale, lift up. And as you exhale, hands plant right in front of the heart. Tadasana. Take a few breaths here. Just allow the heat that you just created and the heat from being outside, as if we need any more heat, travel through the body. And then release the hands alongside. Grab your block. Actually, grab both of your blocks and place them in front of you. Take a wide stance on your mat, the long way. Yeah. That's it. There we go. So reach the arms out to a T and see if your ankles are somewhere down in the vicinity of your wrists. You can go a little bit wider. There we go. And bring the blocks in front of you. Yeah. Good. Hands can come onto your hips. Big inhale, reach the chest up, look up, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, bend the knees a little bit, come halfway down. Reach the crown of the head forward, inhale. And then exhale, release down. You can drop hands to blocks. And stay here, or if you want to take a little movement here, maybe bend one knee and then the other, side to side. Squeaky knees. Come back through center. Inhale, lift up halfway. Keep the left hand where it is, and as you exhale, twist to the right. Lift that right arm up. Try to bring the weight a little bit forward so that your weight is even on all 4 corners of your feet. We tend to bring the weight too far back in this pose. Big inhale. Exhale, release the hand down, release the head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Keep the right hand where it is on the exhalation, twist to the left. Inhale. And exhale. One more big breath in. And a smooth breath out as you unwind and release. If you want a deeper fold here, you can bring your hands in between your legs, reaching towards the back. And then very, very slowly, bend the knees, bring the hands onto the hips, and lift the chest up. Come to stand. Good. Turn the left foot towards the front. And spin the right heel back. You're in your warrior two. Janine, you could probably do the other side, that way we're, yeah. There we go. Reach both arms out to a T. Take an inhale. Exhale, lunge into the left foot. Right, beautiful, nice. And try to create, if you can, this sort of 90-degree angle here with your foot. So you need to maybe go a little bit longer in the stance so you can go a little bit deeper into that lunge. Oh yeah, I feel it. Try to hug the shoulder blades towards each other so you're reaching the chest forward. Look over your left fingertips. Inhale. As you exhale, straighten that front leg. Inhale, reach forward, forward, forward. And on the exhalation, drop that left hand down to shin or a block as the right hand comes up, palm facing out for Trikonasana. Imagine you're pressing the floor away and the feet away from each other as you inhale, use the core to lift up. And exhale, release the hands, parallel the feet. Now turn the right foot towards the back, spin the left heel. Inhale, reach the arms out. And as you exhale, lunge into the right knee. Lunge into that right knee. Make sure you can still see your toe, your big toe. And no one cares if you don't have a pedicure, just look at it. Hey toe. Nice. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale here. And then inhale, reach forward, forward, forward with that right hand, I guess back, right? And then as you exhale, lower the right hand down to block or shin as the left arm lifts up. That's it. Yes. You can put your hand on a block if you want to come up a little bit higher. Press the feet away from each other as you inhale, come up to stand. Come to the front of the mat. Let's take your vinyasa here. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, come into your plank pose. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here in your down dog. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Try not to hold any tension there. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Bend the knee, take a little twist. And as you exhale, bring the right foot forward. As you plant the left heel down, so bring that left heel a little bit closer in. You want your feet to be on train tracks, not one right behind the other. Okay? And then inhale, lift up to rise, warrior two. So separate the feet more. So that right foot, you want it almost to the edge of your mat. Yep. That's it. So that your hips can come forward. Yep. And the toes face forward just a little bit more. Yes. Does that not feel more comfortable? Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. There we go. Bend that right knee. Big breath in here. As you exhale, straighten the leg, reach forward, and keep bringing that right hip back as the left hip comes forward. Stay here, or you can reach your hands behind you, clasping them behind you, bringing the shoulder blades back and away. Big inhale. And again, you can stay here, or as you exhale, continue to fold forward, maybe dropping the hands down to blocks or the ground, or keeping them clasped behind you. Bring a little bit of water, softness to that right knee. You don't want to lock the knee behind, press it back. Bring a little bit of water in and lift through the thigh. And then slowly, slowly on the inhalation, come up to stand. Nice. Step forward, shake it out. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale to your plank pose. You can go straight to down dog too if you want to skip the vinyasa, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. This time reach the left leg up and back. Bend the knee, take a twist. On the exhalation, plant that left foot in between the hands, but bring the left foot as far over to the left as you can. Maybe the pinky's almost touching the very edge there, okay? You might need to scooch that back foot forward. Plant the heel down, and then inhale, lift to rise. So you want to have a wider, like imagine your legs are on train tracks. Your feet are on train tracks. Yeah. So my pinky toe is literally grazing the side of my mat, and actually both pinky toes are. Yeah. That's it. Yep. If you put your back foot more at an angle. Nope, the other way. Yes. Ah, right? A little bit more stability. It's amazing, just these little tweaks, like how they help. Big breath in, inhale, lift up, look up. Oh, look at those beautiful birds. And as you exhale, straighten the front leg, begin to reach forward. And even out the hips here. So left hip comes back, right hip comes forward. Stay here. Or you can grip your hands behind. As you inhale, reach forward. And again, stay here or exhale, release down. You can also use a block underneath your hands. Slowly, gently, as you inhale, come back to warrior one. Bend the knees. Bend the left knee, lift the arms up. And on the exhalation, go ahead, take your last vinyasa, maybe step back to plank, or just go straight to down dog and skip it all. Quite all right. Beautiful. Everyone drop down to the knees, take a child's pose.
Slowly roll yourself up to sit. Swing the legs out in front of you.
It's like hot yoga today.
Yeah.
All right, so come to sit, bend your knees. Reach your arms out. You can either reach your arms out like this in front of you, palms facing each other, or you can hold on to the backs of your thighs. We're gonna come into a boat pose and come all the way down to the mat from boat. Okay. As you inhale, lift both legs up. You can keep the knees bent like this at a 90-degree angle, or you can straighten them. Keep reaching the chest forward. Oh yeah, here it goes. Inhale, spread your toes. As you exhale, begin to straighten the legs out as you lower halfway down. Big inhale. And exhale, come all the way down. It's okay if you plop. There it is. Bend your knees. Place the soles of the feet on the mat. Plant the hands down alongside the body. Do the same thing we did in the beginning of class where you reach the top of the pelvis up towards the belly button. So you flatten the low back slightly. And on an inhale, keeping that engagement, go ahead, lift the hips up, coming into bridge pose. Imagine you're squeezing a block in between your thighs. There's a little space there, but they're not splaying out to the sides. They're not knocking in. They're parallel. Big breath in here. Smooth breath out, let it go. If you have a block, grab it. You can lower, bring the block on its flat side underneath the sacrum. So the sacrum is the bony part there of the low back. Bring the knees in towards the chest. And then straighten both of the legs up towards the sky. And just take a few breaths here. Our inversion. Bringing the heads up, the feet up above the heart. Plant the feet down. Remove the block. And then scooch the hips over to the right as the knees come all the way in towards the chest and drop the knees to the left. So the opposite side that your hips are, and then your arms can come out to a T. If they're kind of falling off and that feels weird, you can bring them into goalpost arms. Again, if the sun's not directly in your face, maybe you can keep the eyes open. The sounds of nature, the wind moving through the leaves, it's all very meditative. Studies show that fresh air and meditation outside in nature do wonders for your nervous system. And then switch sides, so bringing the knees back through center as you scooch the hips over to the other side. And bring the knees in towards the chest first, and then drop them to the right. Slowly come back through center. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Take a happy baby, grabbing onto the outsides of the ankles and bringing the knees as wide as the armpits or wider.
Keep the knees bent as the feet go up towards the sky. Maybe sway side to side or remain in stillness. And bring the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Lift the head and shoulders up. Kiss the knees. I love you, body. And come into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Let everything go. Palms facing up. Eyes open or closed for today's Shavasana. Deepen the breath. And let the next breath be deeper still. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Take a full body stretch. Press through the heels. And exhale the arms back down alongside the body. Roll over to any side. Come into a fetal position. Use your arm as a pillow. And then on your own time, press into the hands. Come up to sit. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. Bow the chin slightly. We'll seal class with one Om. If you choose to join me, inhale. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be filled with joy. The light and teacher in me bows in honor to the light and teacher in all of you. Namaste. Thank you so much.